Today we're going to borrow from a nail art technique and make some adorable, snowy holiday trees. I'm going to start with this bright green paint, and then I have this darker green paint that's gotten very watery. So this is going to help me water down the lighter green paint as well as darken up the color. So I'm going to blend these two together. Then I'm going to take my soapstone pencil and line out kind of a triangle for my tree so that I have kind of a guideline to go with. And then I'm going to paint my tree trunk in brown. This will be an easy little kind of rectangle we're adding to the bottom of the tree. And then we're going to add stripes of white and green paint all up our triangle tree. And I'm laying this down nice and thick. I want the paint to be thick, and I also want it to be a certain consistency, which is kind of why I watered the green down. It was a thicker paint, and I need it to be a little more pliable, so a little more watered down, for lack of a better term. So I did add a little bit of water to my white paint as well, and I'm just going to get these stripes laid down on the triangle. Now I'm going to take a disposable eyeliner brush, and I am going to just wisp. I'm going to start on the outer edges of the tree and kind of wisp little boughs of the tree out and kind of blend the white and the green paint together. So I'm going to do this going down both sides of the tree and just wisp very light strokes, not even going all the way down to the rock. That's why I wanted the paint on there thick and kind of watered down so that it would blend and kind of flow together. But what I noticed is that I think this brush is too thick. So I'm going to switch over to a nail art brush that's even thinner, even more detail-y, and then I'm going to start making those same swipes down the middle of our tree and all of those stripes. So just quick little wispy strokes, all my technical terms for you. So quick little wispy strokes, kind of pulling the tree down and blending the green and white together, and it creates this snowy tree look, blending the paint together. One of the things I noticed as I got towards the bottom of the tree is that the paint down at the bottom was the very first stripes that we put on. So it had already started to kind of form that skin and had started to dry. So this blending and wispiness was a little bit trickier. So I ended up still doing it, then kind of going with upstrokes to make sure that that paint didn't have lumps in it, and just trying to kind of blend that final little wispy part at the bottom. But the paint had started to dry. So that is one thing to be cautious of. And one solution that I had for this is, instead of doing the stripes on the entire tree all at once, I'm going to try a second rock, and I'm going to do just part of the tree. We're going to do it in sections. So I'm going to do the bottom section first. I'm going to do my wispies and get all the blending while the paint is still wet and nice and blendable and pliable, and you can see how the brush strokes are a little more apparent this way, and it'll prevent us from having any lumps because the paint is already starting to dry. For the first time in a long time, this was not inspired by cookies necessarily, but instead by some nail art that I saw on Facebook. So if you can imagine this, someone, a very talented nail art technician, did this type of design on someone's fingernail. So obviously a lot tinier than a rock, but I was like, oh, that's such a cool idea of how they're blending, you know, the stripes into each other. And of course the nail polish is a little different. I think it keeps that wetness, especially because it was gel polish. It stays wet and blendable a little easier. So you definitely have to watch your timing when doing this with the paint. And you'll notice as I get to the top of this one, my white and my green started to blend, kind of almost mush together even more. So that's another tip, is you want to keep wiping your brush off in between swipes. Otherwise your color is just going to become kind of a lighter green because the white and the green are mixing. Now we're going to dress this tree up with some Aiuli watercolors. This, I believe, is a champagne homemade watercolor, and it is so pretty and sparkly. So I'm adding some water drops. I let it sit there for a few minutes to soak up the water, and then I'm taking that disposable eyeliner brush and just making a very gentle garland, kind of crisscrossing its way down the tree. And Aiuli watercolors are like therapy, because look at how pretty they are when they sparkle, when they go on, as they're drying. I think Rachel's Rocks refers to this as sizzling, but it's just so calming and it's so pretty. So I love using this one as a garland because it's just such a pretty color. It's delicate, it's fun to put on, it's fun to watch it dry. Like, what else could you want in life? And of course the tree needs some ornaments, so I'm going to take this metallic deco art paint. It's a red metallic paint, and just take a dotting tool and just kind of add some little dots in between our garland and our tree so that we've got ornaments, garland, everything is just beautiful and sparkly and shiny and so much fun. So just a fun little technique to create some fun holiday trees before Christmas arrives. Thanks for stopping by to watch, and I'll see you next time. Take care.